Greetings everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Alex here, and in today's video I'm gonna talk a little bit about my Pakistan flight. I was flying to Lahore last year. I think it was the last flight of the last year of 2022, and it's a bit of a storytelling because usually, all our flights are very chill, everything goes smooth and everything, but this time the weather was not with us, unfortunately. Since the briefing room back in Abu Dhabi, the captain told us that we're gonna encounter fog in Lahore. It's gonna be a bit of a foggy day, a bit of a weird weather, also some storms, I believe. So obviously we were prepared for this, let's say mentally, but by the time we were approaching Lahore, the weather got even worse and we were unable to land. It's not an unusual thing. You have to just wait it out for the weather on the runway to become more clear so the airplane can land properly. But it was not at that time. At the top of descent, right? The airplane is about to descend to make the landing, and we couldn't. We just had to roll around. We had extra fuel on board, and we're just circling around the airport waiting for the weather to be better. And the interesting fact is that many other planes and many other airlines, they also diverted to other airports because they were unable to land properly into Lahore, Pakistan. So I think this was only the second time ever in 6 years plus that, we had to circle around and we couldn't land because of the weather. So it can happen, but it's not very usual. Anyway, after 1 hour of circling the airport, we eventually started to descend towards the Lahore runway, towards the airport, and we descended safely. And then I looked out the window and it was so foggy. The fog was so thick, like it was incredible. But we still managed to land safely. Obviously, planes are very safe nowadays and they have communication systems between the airport and the planes. It's called the ILS system, I believe. And based on that, the plane can auto land even in thick fog. Now, you still need a little bit of visibility for the pilots to establish that everything is okay and the landing is going good. But basically, planes nowadays can land themselves. And it was a nice, safe landing. Everything was fine, but crazy fog outside. We disembarked all our guests, all our passengers, and then we are supposed to board again because it's a turnaround flight. Abu Dhabi to Lahore, Lahore back to Abu Dhabi, right? This is the way it is in our schedule. I'm supposed to do 2 legs that day. And then we were in the airport just waiting because we were not boarding. And I was wondering what's happening. Why aren't we boarding? Now, what had happened is we couldn't actually take off on that weather. The airport was partially closed because no planes can land, no planes can take off. So it was quite a bit of a craziness. We're just waiting in the plane to see what's gonna happen. Now, mind you, this is just us, the cabin crew and the pilots. The passengers have disembarked right from the leg previously. And of course, while they were disembarking, they were all saying, oh, thank you so much for landing and everything. Like they were thanking the pilot. The pilot was there as well outside of the cockpit. So very cute, very interesting. But nevertheless, we're just waiting now in the plane and just waiting. And eventually, after 2 hours and a half, they told us, okay, you cannot return to Abu Dhabi. The fog is still crazy and thick, and we just have to put you in a hotel. Now, this is not usual procedure because we don't really stay in a hotel in Lahore because it's a short flight and we just do it as a turnaround. Etihad, Abu Dhabi to Lahore and Lahore back to Abu Dhabi on the same day, 2 legs. But this time we had to be placed in a hotel. We're already above our duty hours. We have to rest. So then they got us a nice airport hotel close by. A very good hotel, by the way. I'm gonna show you some videos right here. So this is the way the hotel room looks like. It's quite nice. Nice bathroom with a bathtub, sink and shower and everything. It looks like a proper hotel. Much better than most hotels in Europe, actually. And it's very spacious, right? A big king-size beds, fluffy pillows and a couch. And then you have the desk area, and then you have the tea and coffee area, and this is a very weird lamp. It's huge. It's very ornamental. Let's put it this way. Big TV. Very nice hotel room. Yeah, very nice indeed. And I was definitely tired and eager to go to bed after that, because obviously it has been quite a trip for us, you know. Extra time in the air, extra time in the airport. We need to get our rest done. So we had basically a 13 hours layover, which was plenty of time to sleep, to rest, to rejuvenate ourselves. And the good part was they also have a Christmas tree in the lobby, you know, took a couple of pictures over there. So overall, I had an unexpected layover in Lahore. But just look at the pictures with this fog. Like, the fog was crazy. Basically, I remember I was in the plane and I couldn't see the tip of our wing outside if I look on the window. So quite a crazy fog. And then I saw some Facebook post with news about Lahore airport being under severe fog and no planes can land and stuff like that. So it was basically a news kind of thing as well for Pakistan. What I'm happy to say is, despite this severe weather conditions, we had a pleasant flight, pleasant return flight. By the time we came back from the hotel to the airport, there was no more fog. So we just boarded our passengers. We went back to Abu Dhabi on a short 3-hour leg. And that was it. We had a very nice flight. And obviously those passengers were waiting for a long time in the airport or in the hotel as well. So they were very thankful by the time they reached our aircraft. They were very thankful that they're finally gonna fly. But obviously many of them, they were tired and eager to go. But they were very, very polite. I expected more restlessness, more nerves, you know, because of the waiting time. But actually passengers were super nice. Which is to be appreciated, you know. So yeah, that was the story basically. Weather time, weird weather time in Lahore, and oftentimes this can happen in this period of time, right between the years December, January, February. You can have this weather conditions in Pakistan sometimes. Also, I believe the hill area or the mountainous area influences those airports with weather conditions. But what I want to say about this situation is that all the time we are safe, and nowadays aviation is so safe, flying is so safe, that in spite of all those weather conditions and whatnot, you always feel safe, and there's always a procedure to be followed. And we as crew and also the pilots, our colleagues, they all follow the procedures, and that keeps us safe at all times. Now, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and got a bit entertained. Now, I will end the video here. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet, and see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.